Welcome to the Fallout Zone, a place where we explore tales of just desserts based on true stories. From office backstabs and broken relationship trusts, we have what you'd like. Sit and enjoy our next tale from Tasha, a dedicated IT employee done wrong.
For 15 years, I was the one who kept everything running: servers, networks, logins, backups, firewalls. If it beeped or blinked, I was the one behind it. I wasn't flashy, I wasn't loud, but I was loyal and damn good at what I did. So when they promised me a promotion and gave it to some outsider instead, I didn't raise my voice. I didn't quit on the spot. I just smiled and made sure they'd never forget me. First, some background. I started at the company fresh out of college. Back then, it was a scrappy little mid-sized firm with dial-up connections and towers that sounded like jet engines. I built everything little by little, piece by piece. I configured their first domain controller, set up their file-sharing systems, migrated them to the cloud. I was on call 24/7. My personal phone was the help desk. The company grew, and I kept things stitched together with duct tape and brilliance. No one ever saw the crises I averted, no. But they sure would notice when the Wi-Fi was slow. But that's the life of IT. You only matter when something breaks. After 15 years, I was tired but proud. I'd grown with the company, mentored interns, ran cybersecurity drills. Then, last summer, my manager called me in. "We're creating a new Director of IT Security role," he said, "and we think you'd be a strong internal candidate." Strong internal candidate, eh? I'd already been doing that job for 3 years, unofficially. Writing policies, blocking phishing attacks, cleaning up sloppy code from contractors. I thought, finally, some recognition. They had me interview with the CTO, then HR, all positive. I even updated my resume for the first time in a decade. I thought it was mine. Then came the email. "We're excited to welcome Jeremy to the team as our new Director of IT Security." Jeremy, an ex-employee from a partner company. Someone I once locked out of our firewall for suspicious activity. No joke. They brought in that guy over me? Seriously? No warning, no explanation, and 2 weeks later I got another meeting. "Your position is being phased out," they said. "Redundancy after the restructure." I trained my replacement, wiped my laptop, smiled, shook hands, walked out. But I didn't forget. And neither did the system I built. You see, for years I had built in redundancy and resilience. I was proud of that. But I also knew that no one else understood it like I did, especially not Jeremy. He loved shiny dashboards, SaaS platforms, buzzwords. He didn't know the bones of the system were hand-welded. Before I left, I checked one last thing. The off-site backup scripts I wrote, the ones that triggered every 48 hours, still used my credentials. They were set to fail silently if access was denied. And I had a little protocol inside them. If backups failed 3 times in a row, the system assumed something was wrong, and it would begin to do self-repair. Self-repair meant isolate from outside networks, wipe local backups to prevent corruption spread, delete staging environments, force reset security keys, notify admin via secure log. But the key: if no admin logs in within 72 hours of the third failure, it assumed a breach had occurred, and then it wiped everything. 3 months after I left, I got a call from a former co-worker. "Hey, you still have that old access to the off-site logs?" I didn't, but I played dumb. She said systems were sluggish, and Jeremy was in panic mode. That's when I knew. They'd changed my credentials on the surface, but never rotated the backup API keys. The scripts were failing, and Jeremy hadn't even noticed. By the time anyone realised, the third failure had passed, and 72 hours after that, gone. Everything. Not ransomware, not hackers, just a system doing what it was told, protecting itself. They tried to spin it as a data migration failure, but vendors weren't buying it. Years of client records, dev work, email archives, poof. They had cloud versions of some things, but not the core configs, not the database backups. They lost over $2.4 million in business from one client alone who couldn't get critical data restored. Jeremy was fired. Quietly. The CTO retired 6 months later. They brought in consultants to rebuild, but they never called me. Which was fine. I was already somewhere better. Don't underestimate the quiet ones. I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't hack them. I didn't sabotage anything. I just left things the way they were and let their negligence do the rest. It isn't just wires and code, it's trust. And when you burn the one person who knows where all the wires connect, well, don't be surprised when the lights go out.
Thank you for watching The Fallout Zone. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.